Well, this is it, the last day. The last day of this view, how I'll miss it. Suitcases are all packed. Time to drop these off and have one last bit of Whitney before we go.
Whitney and Wonka.
Maybe one more Willy Wonka. It's been a trip to remember as always. I will do a summary probably when I get home, unless we're stuck at the airport for hours, and I might do it then. But I will do a summary, just a short one. You've seen pretty much everything we do. Got a few comments on Cosmo, comparing it to Excalibur. Not much comparison, I guess, but hey. But yeah, I'll summarise all we did. Get Bex's comment, says she hasn't been for a while. She can talk about what she felt had changed. And yeah, so hopefully I'll come back to you with a nice major on the way home, or we'll probably get Handpay about 10 minutes before we're meant to leave for the airport, and it will take half an hour. But hey, I'll take that. Anyway, so we will go downstairs in a second, check out, do a bit of gambling. If they get anything, we'll come and show you. If not, there'll just be some videos of flying home. Very sad people, and then a summary. So thank you if you have watched this, of which I don't blame you if you haven't, but if you have, the highlights of course were meeting Katie and Jason yesterday. That was amazing, and it was really cool meeting, not that it wasn't a highlight, because it was also a highlight, meeting Amanda and Kate as well from Passport Paradise. So I've never met any vloggers before in Vegas, so it was nice to catch up with two that I've been a regular with since they started. Anyway, so I will sign off for now, because I'll ramble as usual, and catch up with you hopefully with a Handpay and a coffee. Bye. So on the morning coffee run, that much coffee went down while Bex was on Whitney, and what did Whitney do to us?
It screwed us.
Whitney screwed us.
Whitney's let me down. She's been good all holiday.
We've been screwed by Whitney. So I've come to a new one, Dynamite Pop, and to be honest, it's a pop game. I don't know why I bother, but because I'm drinking my coffee, I'm low rolling at 50 cents just to see what it does. So we shall see how exciting the Dynamite Pop is. I'm pretty sure I'll be disappointed, because it is after all a pop game, and I hate pop games, but we'll see. Who knows? Last day jackpot coming up. So as expected, the pots are the same size. They've been hit a million times and nothing's happening. Bloody pop games. Don't know why they mate, I mean, this is so boring, because there's no line hits. I think we had one line hit which was half decent, but you just end up watching that go boom, 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 boom. I don't know why the makers of these things need to understand that these machines are shit. But nevertheless, I will carry on, because I'm being conned by the scam pot until I run out of money, and then walk away going, I'm never playing another pop game again. So anyway, I will come back if at any point that stupid pot goes. Okay, the stupid pot went, and it's on the jackpot blast. So let's see what this brings us. Oh my goodness, it's really big. Oh, it's one of them. Press stop. +2. Okay.
+2 plays!
That major would be nice, and again. So 125. And the mini's lit up. Yay! Is that another major? That's 2 on the major. Come on, major to go home with. There's a mini. Hold $2.50.
Mini jackpot awarded.
See, we got 5 more plays to get 2 more majors. Come on. Plus 3, that's alright. We've got a bit of time now to
Plus 3 plays.
get the old major. There's one on the minor. We're on 7 of 12 now. So that's pointless because we never did that. There's another minor. I've got a feeling the minor's coming next. We've got 11 of 12. This could be the last go. Oh, plus 4, well done.
Plus 4
So there's
plays.
one away from the major, one away from the minor, one away from the mini. Which one do you think will come up? None of them.
Major.
I know, well that's because there's only one more spot left. And 13 of 16. Come on, Bex, do your stuff. Okay, last one. Yeah. We missed out on everything, so we got a total of $20, and it cost us.
13.
No, we ended on 50, didn't we?
Yeah.
So it cost us $10 to play a very boring game to burst a pot. Excuse me, to burst a pot, which gave us $10 less than we put in. Hooray! Let's move on. There we go. Bit of Willy to make Bex happy. She's always happy when she's on a Willy. Willy Wonka, that is, of course. I'll come back when she gets some sort of bonus. Well, I feel like Vegas is trying to tell us to go home because a very sad Bex
Willie's let me down.
couldn't win on Willy. So it's definitely time to go home. Okay, it's the last chance. Dancing Drums, the old favourite. Last one, hopefully it won't let us down. So after running out of money, I convinced Bex to let me put $20 more in. And we finally broke the drum bonus. So
On the first spin.
on the first spin after the $20. So let's see, can we get to close the pot and have the last chance of the major? Here we go. It'll be really good to close the pot as well. Come on, close it. Well, some extra drums would be good, but I'm quite happy just to close the pot, just have that one last go at a major. When he wants to. Up to $22, so not too bad, but still. And we've got 4 left. It's okay, but we still could do with closing that pot, which doesn't want to close. Up to $32.90. 2 games after this. Up to 42. Nothing. Last game. Come on, this one to close the pot. Oh, extra drums! Yay! So we got another 10. So we're up to 50. 65, 8 to go, up to 70, come on, 7 left, okay, it's slowing down, maybe it's slowing down to close the pot, come on, 4 left, oh, it's definitely slowing down, $70 I think it's had enough, come on pot, come on pot. So a few turtles. 72-70, close spot. Right. One game after this, 75-70, and that's it. Okay. Well, it's good to get a bonus at least to go home on. And it's good that it's Dancing Drums that gave it to us. Close spot. No. Okay. See you later. Bye. Well, my wife is officially a degen like the rest of us. She had to have one last 20, then Whitney, and she got the bonus. This will make her happy. I don't think it's going to be a fortune, but you never know. 2 more to go up a level. 1, 2. So there's not much in that second level, so I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Clearly not a good thing. Oh. Come on. What I've noticed with these pot games, what I've noticed with these pot games is the smaller pots are the ones that tend to burst, and the bigger pots never burst. I wonder if that's some horrible little tactic that the makers have. So that's it. It's not much, 3, 5. Yeah, you get your bonus. Kids are happy. She's doubled her money. There you go. She's happy now. We can go home. After a bit of scare arriving at the airport, we've finally checked in. We went to check in and we didn't exist on the system. So for a moment we thought we were going to stay in Vegas. I was ready to book, and then they found us. So unfortunately we do have to go home. Out the window there you can just see a bit of Vegas. And so we're flying off to LAX first and then on to Auckland. Well, here I am, back home. We arrived yesterday. Flights back were all good, unfortunately. Didn't get stuck in Vegas, but hey, I thought we might at the start actually because they didn't have our flights registered, but unfortunately they did. So this is a little summary video. I'm doing it without Bex because no doubt she's been the star of the show, and can't have competition with the stars of show, you know. Anyway, so a little review on how the trip went and what we did. Bex might do a little one at the end of this, I'm not sure yet. Anyway, so flights getting there, left Auckland at 8 o'clock on Saturday evening, went back in time, arrived in LA about 4 o'clock in the afternoon on the Saturday. The usual trek through customs or through immigration, which actually wasn't as bad this time. It was about an hour and a half this time, not 2.5 like it was last time. So yeah, that went pretty well. Then we went over to the United flight to Vegas from LA, and that went very smoothly, as it always does. When we got there, we were met by Alex from Alex VIP Limo Hire, and it was great. Like, you just there is no better way to arrive in Vegas than a disco ball limo, which was far too big for 2 of us. We did feel a bit like peas in a very large pod, but it was excellent. We went from the airport where he picked us up to the liquor store. We bought some drink and snacks and that for the room, which meant we didn't have to go out when we got there. It was just, we could just go straight to the room, get on it and get on Vegas, which was great. He got us a bottle of champagne, which we sipped in the car, in the limo, and then went down the strip to the Cosmo. Arriving at the Cosmo, just the best arrivals. Just a really great hotel. Obviously, I stay at the Excalibur. I love the Excalibur. I love the Excalibur as a gambling casino, as a old school sort of themed hotel, but it is pretty run down nowadays, and it's probably getting to the end of its life. We went and visited it, actually. I'll go into those later, but we went and visited it, and it did look a bit sad. Once you've been to Cosmo and everything's gleaming and shiny and new, and then you go to Excalibur, it looks a bit tired and old, but aren't we all? So the limo was amazing. Getting to Cosmo, real easy check-in, literally walked straight up to the desk. That was about 8 o'clock in the evening at that point. So straight up to the desk, got an upgrade from a sort of a standard fountain view to a plush fountain view, which you'll see, or which you've seen if you've watched any of the videos up to now. And then we went in, we were just gobsmacked by the room, absolutely amazing. If I had to find a couple of things with the room, there were just little things. One of the plugs was missing in the bathroom. Obviously didn't complain about it or anything, because we had 3 sinks, so we didn't need it. There was 2 toilets, or 2 sort of bathrooms for some reason. And the second bathroom, when you flush the toilet, you could smell that sewage smell, which is well known at Cosmo. That you couldn't do it in the other main bathroom, wasn't there, but in the small side bathroom it was. And it makes me wonder, you were on the 44th floor and you can smell sewage when you flush the toilet coming up through the shower. That's bizarre. That's a real design fault. But I'm not a plumber, so. But they were 2 very small. Literally, we didn't use that bathroom, so we didn't really get the smell. That was the poo bathroom, so we just went in there for poos. So it smelled anyway, so it didn't matter. So yeah, that were the only 2 things I would say were minuses on the room. Had 2 massive tellies we didn't watch. Why would you watch telly when you've got a view out of a balcony like we had? Just absolutely amazing. So yeah, so that was the room. I'll give it 100%. Like, it's going to be hard going back to an Excalibur room after that room. That was more of a couple's room where you could spend time, sit on the balcony, have food, have a drink, have a sort of pre-evening drink, all that sort of thing. It was superb for that. On my own, I don't want to be in the room. I just want to be out gambling. So it doesn't matter so much. The first night we went off to O, or the Sunday we went off to O, the Cirque du Soleil show. Was it the best one I'd ever seen? Probably not. I think Mystère was a better show, but the water stage was just gobsmacking, absolutely amazing. It had a completely new dimension to the show, and of course all the diving and I won't spoil it for anyone, but it was a spectacle, and it was definitely worth seeing. Better than Car, better than another one we've seen. But I don't think quite as good as Mystère. I think Mystère at Treasure Island is still the best one. That was the first one I ever saw. Maybe it's because the first one I ever saw. If I went back and saw it, maybe it wouldn't be as good. I don't know. But it was good. It was very, very good. Amazing acrobats and sort of a weird storyline, sort of a lovey-dovey storyline, which was sort of okay. But it was the fact that it was just this amazing water stage, and it was literally be deep enough to do like a 10-metre dive into, and then seconds later they were walking on it. It was gobsmacking. Got a little bit of footage, but obviously can't film during that, so you wouldn't have seen much of it. But it is worth going to see. The next day we went up to the North Strip, went up to Fontainebleau and Resorts World and Wynn and all that up that end. Still think with that end it's missing something. Fontainebleau is amazing, beautiful place. We really enjoyed. Bex really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Loved to stay there. But just up that end, it's still lacking something. It still hasn't got that buzz. We went across the circus, which, like Excalibur, was looking a bit old and tired. Is what it is. Still good to have old school Vegas, but yeah, just needs a bit of love and attention. Slots of fun, honestly. They want to do something with that. It was like slots of depression. You walked through there and there was just like nobody looked happy to me. It didn't look like much fun to me. But we didn't stop in there for fear of syphilis, so we we went on to Resorts World. Resorts World still doesn't strike me. I know a lot of other people, I've seen other vlogs where people have loved it. I think maybe it's one of those places you have to stay. I know the pools are amazing, the rooms are amazing. Just the gambling area just feels a bit like a hangar. It's a big area. Not sure I really like it. It's a great selection of games and all the rest of it, but not sure. I'm still not sold on that end of the strip. Then we went to the Sphere show. The Sphere is gobsmacking. It is like watching it from our room and going up close. It's so big. Like when you're far away, it just looks like a golf ball. But when you're there, it's huge. And when you go inside, like just amazing. A little footnote: if you're walking down there from the Venetian, it is quite a walk. I mean, it's not like an hour. It's maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But you have got to allow that when you walk down. I think I said that in the vlog. You've just got to allow that extra time. And when you get it, so it is a bit of a walk down. But it's an easy walk. It's all, straight down past the Venetian and past all the conference centres. So yeah, the show, Postcards from Earth. If you watched it as a movie, you go, it's all right. But put on that screen, so it felt like literally you were like in a spaceship travelling around the movie, was just amazing. And the picture was so sharp, it literally looked like everything was real. All the little shows before you go in there, they're all right. They're quite interesting. A couple of robots tell you about various stuff about how the sounds work and how the various things work. Another one tries to, you tell it stuff and it repeats it. It's all right, but it's it's something to do for half an hour while you're waiting to go and sit down. So the film itself was pretty good. As I say, you wouldn't go and see it without being on that big screen. And it does make me think that maybe they could do a show where, those ones when you go to theme parks and that, and you're in the big ball and you feel like you're down a roller coaster and you're in an aeroplane, that sort of thing. I feel they should do one show a day like that, just to showcase just how gobsmacking that would be. Although, having said that, the seating's so steep that you probably would fall out your chair and fall God knows where. So maybe that's why they don't do it. Maybe it's a health and safety thing. I don't know. Maybe they need straps or bars if you're doing that, because people will get all dizzy and fall over. I don't know. But I do feel like that would be maybe better to see in that. Something that just showcased it more of a theme ride, I guess. But you either love it, that sort of thing, or you hate it. I like that sort of thing. So, but yeah, so worth going, worth experiencing, gobsmacking. Like, yeah, go and see it. We then went downtown. It was Bex's first time down to downtown. I've been obviously down a few times. I've never stayed the night in downtown, and I think that's where I'm missing out, because it just doesn't do it for me like it does some. My two of my hero vloggers, Born to Vegas, they love it down there, and I want to love it down there, but I just haven't fallen in love with it. But I think I had a great time last time. We went down there, spent the evening in the D, didn't come out till midnight, didn't know where I was, drunk as a skunk, blah, blah, blah. That was a good night, but it was a good night in the D. It wasn't really a good night downtown. So yeah, the hotels, they're all like Excalibur or Circus, apart from Circa, which is like a brand new strip hotel. And again, Circa is lovely, it's beautiful, but again, I don't feel connected to it. Main Street Station is worth, if you go downtown, go to Main Street Station. It needs people there. It was empty when we were there, but it is the most gorgeous old place. It's like a step back in history, all original wood and carving and all sorts. It's absolutely stunning, and I feel it needs some love. So for all the flash-ass stuff that goes into Vegas and all the mirrors and all the lights and all the rest of it, take yourself down to Main Street Station, give it some love, because it is a beautiful, beautiful area, room, casino. Just so it would be horrible if that went, because it's like originally like walking into a westerny. It's just go. The video I did probably won't do it justice, but it's worth going, because it's stunning. That's all I'm going to say about Main Street. There was no one there. There was about 3 people in the whole place. They had no atmosphere, no nothing. But the actual building itself inside is absolutely beautiful. All the others, yeah, they're casinos. Nothing to write home about. We did a $20 challenge in each casino, which you'd have seen, and didn't win or lose anymore. Didn't find the slots any looser. Food was cheaper. It's definitely cheaper to be downtown than it is on the Strip. The Strip prices are just stupid, but so it's definitely more affordable downtown. So, yeah, I think I'm hopefully going on another trip this year. Like, fingers crossed. I haven't booked it yet, but I'm on the verge. I'm just waiting to see how many points I've got and what offers I get in June to book for my 60th birthday. Bloody 60. Because obviously that trip was for Bex's 50th, so it only seems fair I should go on a 60th, but it won't be with Bex, unfortunately. She won't be there, so there'll be no Willy Wonka and no Whitney Houston. It'll be all boring stuff, just me walking about drunk, muttering away. But anyway, so where was I? What was I talking about? Downtown, yeah. So maybe I'll do 4 nights on the Strip, 3 nights downtown. I'll see what the prices are like, because I don't really get any offers. I've got cards down there. But I don't get any offers from down there. Anyway, so that's downtown. Mayfair Supper Club for Bex's birthday. Absolutely brilliant experience. The star is the show. The star is the atmosphere. The star is the show. The star is the waiters. The star is the ambience, the feeling of being in a show while you're eating dinner. That's the star. The food was good, but I wouldn't say it was, 100% fine dining. It was good food. It tasted lovely. Nothing wrong with it. You couldn't say there was anything wrong with the food. Just didn't feel like you were, having some gastronomic experience. The star was definitely the ambience and the show. And for that, I'd say it's definitely worth going. If you're going for a special occasion, a birthday, anniversary, something like that, definitely go to Mayfair. The bill came, we had starters, main course, dessert, which Bex couldn't eat. We had three cocktails, which were beautiful, really nice cocktails. And the bill was $420, which was stupid money. If you turn that into New Zealand dollars, like a week's wages. So it's stupid money, but as Vegas prices go, and you spend $200 to go to see a show, and you're already seeing a show. So if you take the price of a show and the price of your food, it actually comes out okay. So I would definitely recommend Mayfair. The LPM, that's a gastronomic experience. We had the 12-course Riviera tasting menu, which absolutely stuffed us full. We were really full by the end of it. So don't think you're just going to get little bits. You get like a full meal, but just separated into for 2 people each course. It was, and the food, it was just stunning. People talk. I'm not a foodie, but sort of the sea bass, for example, and the tuna. You tasted it, and you could taste the fish, and then you could taste like orangey tangy, and then you could taste something else. It was just so amazing how they did it. And every dish was like that, where you'd taste something, and then you'd taste something else, and then you'd taste something else, and you'd taste something else. Even down to the starter, which was crab. You ate it, and you could taste the crab, like you were just eating crab, and it was delicious. And then you got this spicy, fiery sort of taste coming after that. Just how they do that, I don't know, but just really brilliantly done. Had the famous tomatini, as advertised by Dave and Sonia from Dave. I can never say the David and Sonia from Daverson Travels. who do amazing vlogs, but I can't pronounce their name, so I'll put it in the comments if I can. If not, watch their videos. So yeah, as the tomatini I loved because I like tomatoes. It started off, the first one I had, couldn't really taste tomatoes, and my wife doesn't like tomatoes, and she tasted it, she went, oh, that's lovely, and she had one, but she got halfway through hers. I said, nah, it's too tomatoey. So again, even the cocktails were like that, where you'd start drinking them and the taste just, there was layers of taste. Does that make any sense? Anyway, it would if I was a foodie, but that's how I describe it. Every dish, everything we ate had layers of taste, had different tastes as you chewed through and as you swallowed, and then even after that, there was different tastes coming through. So that was absolutely stunning. The Riviera menu, tasting menu, was $145 each. So $290. Plus our cocktails came to 340 or something, 350, maybe more than that, because we had a lot of cocktails. No, it was nearly 400. I remember saying it was nearly as much as Mayfair. But that was the best food I've ever had in my life. 60 years, that's the best food I've ever eaten. And Beck said the same, and she's eaten in better restaurants than me. So it was stunning. Like, for a foodie experience, I would highly, highly recommend it. Another week's wages gone, but hey, it was absolutely stunning. We also went to Netflix Bites while we were up the South End. Netflix Bites is really fun, not expensive, but real fun. And great menu, really fun to eat there. But it's just fried food. It's just the same thing you get in a food hall. It's nothing special about it. But the sort of theming around the Netflix series, you'll see that, was really, really good, and it's a good fun thing to do, and I would recommend that as well. But don't go mad and order like stupid amounts of food and that, because it's just fried food. The Cosmo pools, amazing views. Oh, so I'm back to the Cosmo again now. So the Cosmo Hotel as a whole, I sort of spoke about that earlier. What I will say about gambling. So gambling's the big part of my trips to Vegas, obviously, because I don't gamble anywhere else. So Vegas is my gambling time. What would I say about gambling? So the best hotel for gambling, we gambled a lot in Cosmo because we got drunk a lot. So as you saw. So we tended to gamble in Cosmo so we could get drunk in Cosmo, and they were the best for free drinks. There was always someone asking if you want a free drink. We never went without a free drink, especially in the evenings. So absolutely big ups to Cosmo on that. Definitely the best place for free drinks. Real struggled everywhere else. Didn't see anyone in Wynn, didn't see anyone in Fontainebleau, didn't see anyone anywhere. I think we had about 3 drinks in every other place we went to, the other 25 hotels, including downtown. Didn't see anyone. So Cosmo was amazing for free drinks. But the casino floor itself, I liked the selection of machines. There was a good selection of machines, but there's sort of like quite small sections. So you sort of come out the lifts at the reception area where we were staying in the Chelsea Tower. And you come out the lifts, you walk down, and there's sort of a section. And that's where the coffee place was that I showed you on the last day. So it's a section, quite a large section, got a good selection of games, and but it's like a little tiny casino. Then you've got all the table games going down the middle, and then another section which is the same sort of size with the high limit room, and then you sort of squeeze past the table games, and there's another little section, and then you squeeze past into the chandelier bar, the bottom part of the chandelier bar, and there's another section that's by the windows. So it didn't feel very connected, and there was sort of 4 main areas of machines, and they were quite small. So I think once we'd been there a couple of days, we sort of knew where the machines were that we wanted to play, and we just went to them. And very often, if you sort of go on, like Bex was Whitney Houston and Willy Wonka, there was basically 4 machines she could play in the whole place. Or she wanted to play, put it that way. She played others, but they were the ones she wanted to. And so, you know, if you go and put $50 in one and you lose, $50 in another you lose, you're like, nothing else to do. So I've got a bigger selection, obviously, that I like to gamble with. But again, even then, I was finding myself on the same machines all the time. And I know you do that if you're there for a week, but yeah, it was a bit small. That would be my only criticism. It was always busy in Cosmo, always buzzing, always busy, which was really nice. It was nice for what we wanted because it was a celebration trip. So it was really nice to be somewhere that was trendy, cool, busy, loud. I think if I'd have been on my own, yeah, it probably wouldn't have suited me as a solo gambler. So I probably wouldn't stay there on my own. I'm tempted because it's such a beautiful room and it's such a lovely hotel, but I don't think I'd stay there because it's too coupley, youngy, trendy, loud. That's just not what I'm looking for on a solo trip. So yeah, the gambling in Cosmo, yeah, it was okay. Overall gambling, all the other hotels, the slots were so tight this trip for me. I know I've watched other vlogs. It pisses me. It doesn't piss me off. I love the fact that other people win, but you know, I just couldn't win anything. I think this was the least I'd gambled on a week trip for years, and I had more losses. So to give you an example, the trip before my coin in was 38,000, my coin out was 36,000. So I gambled a hell of a lot and I lost $2,000. This time our coin in was 15,000 and we lost 13,000. So we lost $2,000. So percentage wise, last time was about right. This time, terrible. We did not get in all the whole week and $15,000 worth of gambling. We did not get a bonus over 207. 277 was the highest bonus I got. Maybe it was 3. No, I'm pretty sure it's 270. I'd have to look back through, but I think 277 was the highest, which is terrible. Like you think last time I was there during that 38,000 I put coin in, I had a major, $900 major. I had a $500 bonus, $400 bonus, lots of $200-$300 bonus, as well as the rubbish ones, but higher bonuses. This time we were ploughing coin in to get a bonus, and the bonus was coming back at 50 or 60 almost every time, and that's a bit disappointing. That's why there's probably less footage of gambling. We actually gambled quite a lot because we were gambling lower denominations because Bex isn't a gambler, so she didn't want to gamble big ones. I did a little bit when I was on my own in the morning to that, but still nothing. Yeah, so the gambling in itself was pretty disappointing. It's still fun. I think the problem is that these pot games do my head in. What I hate about the pot games, and I know I've gone on about this, but what I hate about the pot games, I'm going to do this for 30 minutes. I've got 6 more minutes, so bear with me. What I hate about the pot games is that the pots mean nothing. So you walk up to a machine, you sit down, you put your hundy in, and you press your button. No line hits or very little line hits. You get 5 in a row and get $2.60 or something for a $2 bet. And then it's all about filling the stupid pots up. And you fill the pots up in, $50, all the pots are full and you're like, oh, we're going to win something. And then you sit there and you sit there and you sit there and nothing happens. They don't get any bigger, they just sit there, all big and nothing happens. Then you go on another machine with an empty pot, you press the button and the pot bursts. So to me, it's just like lying to me, and I hate that. I hate the fact that they put these machines out, and you get the people walking around looking for the full pots. I actually was looking for empty fucking pots because they seem to burst quicker than the full ones. It's like the full ones get the mugs, and the empty ones get all the idiots, people that just walk around. I don't know, but to me, the pot games are like someone's lying to me, and I hate that. So pot games, and there's a lot of bloody pot games. I suppose the only pot game I enjoy is Dancing Drums, because the pot, you always get the bloody mini anyway, apart from when you get the major, but you nearly always get the mini, so it doesn't matter. You're trying to get the drums, you're trying to get the free games, you're trying to get the bonuses, good line hits. The pot is very much just an addition. But having said that, some of the newer Dancing Drums things, there's pots everywhere. So the pots become more important because that's obviously what people like. But Yeah, I hate pot games. I prefer one where you can see, and if you get 1, 2, nearly get the third, didn't get the free games. You can see you didn't get the free games, but the pots, they're just like lying to you. Yeah, you're going to get the free games. This go. Oh, no, you're not. Oh, you're going to get the free games. No, you're not. Just, ugh. Anyway, the Piggies, Wolfies, what is that? Huff and Puff. Played the various Huff and Puff versions. Again, very disappointing. The most we won were on the first more Huff and Puff, and much more Huff and Puff, and more puffing and huffing. I don't know, but not all the money mentions and all that did shit on them. It's like they took half the hats off, and you only get, I got a few bonuses literally where I got like 4 straw houses. Like, just joke. So Money Mansion I didn't do well on. I've seen people win on it, but I didn't do well on it. The best one was just the more Huff and Puff with the buzzsaws. That was the best one. Lightning and Dragon Link didn't pay out for me. I wasn't getting bonuses in that either. They were just eating money. So yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed the slots. Maybe it's because I didn't play much table. Normally I play craps and blackjack and stuff like that, and that's quite nice. It's a slower burn on the money. So maybe I should have got on that. But of course the table limits are so high now in Vegas that I just can't do it. I'm not betting $15, $20 a bloody hand. That's ridiculous. In 10 seconds it's gone. So I was looking. I was playing $10 blackjack and $5 blackjack last time, and $10 craps, and that's about my limit. I just don't want to play it. If it's any more than that, I'm not interested. Maybe I should. Maybe it's the slower burn, and I should have done that. But anyway, so overall, gambling was disappointing, but still great fun. Still enjoyed it. Bex enjoyed it. She loved the Whitney Houston machine and the Willy Wonka machine, and they are fun to play. You don't get big bonuses, but they're fun to play. Yeah, it was great to meet. I'd never met anyone. I always joke that I never meet anyone in Vegas that do vlogs. I'm always there at a different time. And this time was brilliant because I met Passport to Paradise, Amanda and Kate. They were lovely. It was really cool to catch up with them. And then on the second last day, we met the Coin Show, which was just... Jason and Kaylee are just such cool vloggers, just so fun. I remember watching their very first one. As I say, I think I was one of their first subscribers, I think, and it was really funny then because they were like kids. Well, they obviously weren't, but they were much younger. And Kaylee was really quiet and didn't say much, and Jason was sort of like a bit brash, and they've really sort of. As their vlogs have gone on, I've become more and more addicted to them, and I've watched the New York ones and their trip across America and all sorts, and I just really enjoy their vlogs. So it was fantastic to meet them and to say hello. So yeah, okay. So that were the people I met, and obviously people kept coming up to me and saying, "Are you Bad Stu?" See, no one come up to me and said, "Are you Bad Stu?" So I'm going to end this by saying I still haven't beaten my bloody nephew and his stupid fizzy drink YouTube channel, and he'll be watching this. It's stupid, okay? Fizzy drink bloody YouTube, and he's got more subscribers than me. Which, when I see him again, whenever I see him again, which won't be long, I would have thought, in the next few years, when I see him again, Isaac, it's you I'm talking about. When I see you again, I will have more subscribers than you. So people, please, I'm begging you, even if you never watch one, even if you watch them and you think I'm terrible, even if you think they're the worst vlogs you've ever seen, which I would agree on most cases, but please, I've got to beat him and his fizzy drink. Anyway, so I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe. That would be really cool. But I don't care if you don't. If you watch them and you think they're rubbish, that's fine. Don't tell me they're rubbish because it'll just disappoint me. And it'll make my kids laugh and take the piss out of me. So don't do that. But so if you watch them and you enjoyed them, then you must be as crazy as me. and they're not that good. I know they're not. I like watching them, but I don't expect anyone else does. So yeah, so if you would, I'd appreciate it if you got this far, if you're bothering to watch this, or if you want to watch any of the other vlogs, then please like and subscribe, even if you just do it and never watch it. I thought, well, I just want to get more. See, am I begging now? I think I'm begging. I've gone over the 30 minutes. The last 2 minutes have been begging. Okay, I don't care. Please, if you don't like it, just don't tell me. Just don't do anything. Unlike, what do you call it? Unlike? No, whatever it is. And I don't even get them. I don't even know who unlikes me. Probably thousands. But anyway. So yeah, so that was the trip this time. I can't think of anything else. I've got my little list here of things, and I think I've covered everything. Hopefully I'm going again this year. I missed maintaining. I lost gold from my last trip, and I'm back onto Pearl, and I missed maintaining Pearl by 570 points. So it would seem terrible to not go back this year and then lose Pearl as well for the sake of 570 points. That's what I'm going to sell it to Bex and say if that works. But I said, look, it's only 570 points. I could go for the day. It'd take 3 days to get there and back, but yeah. Anyway. A bit annoying that I missed it. If I'd known I can't get the app on my phone, if I'd have known that, I'd have put another hundy through, but I didn't, so stupid. So yeah, hopefully I'm going again around my birthday. I'm not sure. For some reason, November, apparently early November is all conferences, and then late November is the Grand Prix, and my birthday's on the 4th of November. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get there for my birthday. I'm sort of looking into late October, going to the early part, maybe flying back on my birthday, which would be a bit even more depressing, being 60 and flying back from Vegas. How depressed will I be? But I'm looking at that week, and that week doesn't seem so bad. So maybe that. But I'll see what offers I get when we hit June. I'll see what offers we get, and I'll let you know. If you follow me on Facebook, I'm Bad Stew there as well, and I will tell you if I am going on another trip. And if I do any vlogs between now and then, I'll let you know. But we're moving house in 10 days. So now I'm boxing everything up and going mad, trying to get the house packed up for moving. So yes, we're moving house. So that'll be interesting. And then when that's done, I've only got 60 to look forward to. Hurrah! Yeah, so... Cool. Okay, I'm wrapped in now, and I've gone 34 minutes and I said 30. So I shall see you all either next time in Vegas or if I do another vlog about something. I was thinking about going into Raglan, but it's winter here now, so maybe I'll save it for spring and do some New Zealand videos in the spring. But hey, whatever we do, you'll get it, and I'll see you all later. Thank you for watching if you did. If you didn't, oh well. If no one's watching this, and I'm talking to myself, nothing new there. All right then, bye everyone. Bye me. Bye.